Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a skincare favorites video. As you guys know, I love skincare. I'm like a hoarder of skincare. You should see my shelf in the cabinet in the bathroom. It is full. But because I've tried so many products, I know what I like and I know what I don't like, and so I'm going to be sharing the products that I really like. So to start, I want to describe my skin type because a lot of the products I use are very specific for my skin type. So I have very dry skin, but it's also acne prone, so it's kind of hard to find products that work for both because a lot of acne products really dry out the skin, which makes my skin even more crazy, and it's just all over the place when that happens. So I've kind of tried and tested a lot of products, and these are just what I found work the best for my skin. My skin's very sensitive and I have very fair skin, so any kind of pimple or mark or anything appears very severe and red, or when it heals it's like very dark. So I've had like to work with this complexion for a while, obviously. I used to have a lot more olive toned skin, and then as I grew older my skin got a lot more fair, and I have more red undertones now, I think. I'm not super red, I don't really have like olive undertones, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, but my skin when it's irritated is 100% red. So these are the products that I found that work the best for me. I'm just going to break it up by category, like cleansers, moisturizers, masks, all that fun stuff, and just describe each product and tell you why I like it and all that fun stuff. So let's start with cleansers. I've got a few cleansers to show you guys, and they each have a different purpose in my routine. So for everyday use, and what I've been using the most for probably the past 4 to 5, 6 months maybe, is Micellar water. This one is the Garnier Micellar water, and it is my favorite. I've used the simple one and I still stand by the Garnier as my favorite. It removes your makeup, it cleanses, it does all of those wonderful things in one. I use this every morning and every night. I do something a little bit different at night, but I just put this on a cotton pad and wipe it all over my face. You can see it removing your makeup and all the impurities. At night though, I will use this first. This is the Boscia MakeUp-BreakUp Cool Cleansing Oil, and I actually just purchased this. I got a small size because I wanted to try it out, and I love, love, love this stuff. I'm not even kidding. One pump and I just dab it all over my face and just rub and keep rubbing. Takes all of my makeup off, my eye makeup, everything, and it's also a cleanser, so you don't really need to use anything afterwards. I just do to be sure that I'm really cleansing my skin, because like I said, my skin is acne prone, so I just need to make sure it's clean. So I'll follow up with the Garnier Micellar water, and these two together are the perfect cleansing pair at night. In the morning I just use this because I don't really have any makeup on, obviously, so I just need one of the two, and this is what I go to. Next cleanser I have is the NeoStrata exfoliating wash. I actually got a facial. When I go home, I get facials sometimes, and this is the cleanser that was recommended to me. This is probably my third bottle. It's a foaming wash, and it's an exfoliating foaming wash basically. So when I use this, I take a few pumps and just kind of spread it around my face, and then I'll put a pump on a damp washcloth and just scrub it all over. Because it is a foaming wash, I kind of feel like it needs a little bit more oomph to really clean because it's like very gentle. But yeah, so I'll either use this with a washcloth or my Soniclear. You guys know I love my Soniclear. I don't use it as much as I used to because I feel like I was over exfoliating for a little bit. But when I need it, I will use it with this, or I will use it with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. This is just the most basic cleanser, and I keep this in my shower, and this is what I use when I go in the shower. I just like want to wash my face. This is like a very basic, everyday good cleanser for any skin type. It says for all skin types. The consistency is pretty thick, so I find it better to do in the shower because I don't like to have to like rinse my face a bunch of times when I'm like over a sink, because then just water gets everywhere and I just don't feel like I want to waste my time doing that. But this is great also on my Soniclear if I want a little bit more of a scrub. So these two are very good for just like a gentle cleanser. This one is a little bit more intense for acne purposes because it's supposed to stimulate cell renewal, so that's good for like my dry skin because it kind of helps to get that fresh layer of skin like healthy and all of that, I don't know, skin stuff. So this is what I use a lot of the time when my acne is kind of flaring up, because it is a little bit more just intense than the micellar water or the Ultra Facial Cleanser from Kiehl's. And I want to say, I have so many Kiehl's products in this video. This is not sponsored by anybody or like in partnership with anyone. I just have so much Kiehl's products and I love all of the Kiehl's products I've tried. So next I'm going to go into toners. I only have two and they're both from Kiehl's. Go figure. The first is the Kiehl's Blue Astringent Herbal Lotion. This is the toner that I will use when I have acne flare-ups because it's definitely more intense than my other one, which I'll show you. This Blue Herbal line is for like acne fighting kind of, and this is a lot more drying than the other one I use, which is why I only use it when my acne is really bad. But the other one I will use is this one. It's in a little travel container because the bottle like this actually broke and I only had a little bit left, so okay, I found it. It is the Kiehl's Cucumber Herbal Alcohol-Free Toner. So yes, it's alcohol-free, which is really good for sensitive skin, and I just use this every day because it's just a lot more gentle. This doesn't like burn my face at all. Even if I have like a pimple and it's like open pimple or whatever, it won't burn it, and it doesn't dry out my skin, which is a miracle because all toners always dry out my skin. So this is perfect for everyday use, especially if you have dry skin. And I mean, I feel like it works still to get that extra clearing, cleansing kind of follow-up to the cleanser, because it really just gets out whatever you missed. And yeah, I think toner is important for that purpose because your cleansers can always miss some of your makeup or just dirt buildup, and this is just like an extra step to get that all out. So yeah, this is my favorite. The other one is great for when I'm breaking out, or if you have oily skin, highly recommend the Blue Herbal line from Kiehl's. I have the cleanser as well, and it's just like if I use those two, I'm just like, oh, it's really intense for my face, but I mean, it works. It's cleared up my pimples before. I think next we're gonna go into moisturizers. So my favorite, because dry skin probs. So I've got a few favorite moisturizers. Let's focus, camera. Okay, here we go. So the one I've been using every single day lately is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Deep Moisture Balm. When I first got this, I was unsure about it because I thought it was like breaking me out, but I think it was just that time of the month. So I've gone back to using this every day, morning and night, and I really like the way it sits under my makeup. For a while I was actually using a moisture mask, which I will talk about in a second, as an everyday moisturizer, and I still like it. I use it sometimes like just randomly under my makeup. I feel like it was a little bit more of a slippery base for my makeup, so it was kind of hard to get my makeup to like stay on all day. So yeah, this balm has been bomb. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Okay, next is another Kiehl's product. Okay, it is the Kiehl Skin Rescuer Daily Hydrator for sensitive skin. This is in like a little squeeze or like bottle like this, I don't know, like a pump bottle, that's what I was trying to say. And I always thought the ones in these pump bottles would be like kind of not thick enough for my skin, but this is super creamy and thick, and it's super hydrating, even for like my really dry, flaky skin. So if you need something, it says it reduces visible signs of stress, including skin fatigue, redness, and dehydration. It has chamomile extract in it, so it's just super calming, and it's a rescuer. And then last is this new little sample of the Josie Maran Pure Argan Milk, and it's an intensive hydrating treatment. So I have like this baby bottle. I got it at Sephora as like a 100-point sample, and I like think I might have to get the actual one. I don't know, I haven't looked at how much it is. It's probably so expensive because it's like argan oil, all that fun stuff. But I've actually been using, so my daily skincare routine as of right now is, if it's nighttime, let's go with the nighttime because that's when like you really need a deep cleanse. So I will take off my makeup with the Boscia cleansing oil, follow it up with the micellar water, follow that up with the cucumber toner, follow that up with this stuff, which is just like it literally looks like milk, but just like thicker. It's like this white consistency. Let's focus on me, bro. It's like literally super white and milky. On its own, it isn't hydrating enough for me, and it says on here even to follow it up with the pure argan oil. So what I do is I follow it up with the Kiehl's Balm because I just need a little bit more moisture. And I don't know, it does create a really good base for your moisturizer though, because I feel like it like locks in the moisture more, and I don't know, I feel like really glowy when I put it on too. It kind of creates like a natural glow. So I'm really liking this. I hope it's not expensive. It's honestly probably ridiculous. And I don't even want to go on Sephora and look. So now I'm gonna get into my mask favorites. I have a good amount and they're all really great. First, the Sephora sheet masks are my favorite. They are $6 a piece, which is a lot, but not a lot, I don't know. This one is my favorite. It's the green tea mattifying and anti-blemish one. I also really like the Lotus mask. I think that's for like soothing. But this one is my favorite, and it's just a sheet mask. I love sheet masks. They feel really, really calming on the skin, and I like feel really relaxed when I have them on. So I'll just like kind of sit in bed and put this on my face and like go on my computer before bed or whatever. And this leaves like a really, really nice hydration like layer on your face, so I don't actually have to use moisturizer after I use this. So this stuff is great. Next I have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Overnight Hydrating Mask. I've talked about this before in other videos. This is like the best mask ever for really dry skin, and it doesn't break me out, which is a miracle because it's super thick. Like I said, I was using this a lot for just everyday moisturizer, and I still do sometimes. I just put a little bit less because this has like really changed how dry my skin has been, especially because it's winter time. This is usually like the worst time for my skin, and it actually hasn't been that out of control dry. So this stuff is the best. I really feel like it's like changed the texture of my skin. Now my forehead's not nearly as dry as it used to be. I only get really a lot of dryness around my chin where I have breakouts. This has really helped, and it's good for like sleeping overnight. It doesn't leave like a sticky residue if you use the right amount. If you use too much, it'll be a little bit sticky, but if you use the right amount, it won't leave like a sticky residue, and I don't know, it just feels so nice. It's like makes me feel like I'm glowing. Love this mask. Another Kiehl's mask that I really like is the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. It's like I think it's a clay mask. Yeah, Amazonian white clay. So it's like this light gray color, and it's really like thick. And Carrie and I actually share this, which is why it's like almost empty. But we both really like this. It intensively purifies to minimize pores. So sometimes what I'll do is I will use this mask, which I was just about to talk about, the Origins Clear Improvements Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores. I'll use this, and then I'll use this right after because it's to like minimize pores. So after my pores are cleansed, I will like follow up with this. You leave these both on for like 15 minutes or something. This one you leave on until it's dry. This one you leave on like 10 minutes, yeah. So I kind of just like follow up. Neither of these will like intensely dry my skin either, which is like a miracle because usually masks that dry on your face make your skin really dry. This one is more drying than this one, but this is also because this is like acne fighting properties in it. So if for some reason I use that and it's too dry, I will put this on afterwards, the Ultra Facial Overnight Hydrating Mask or whatever, and it'll just be so dewy and like clean feeling. The last mask I have is the Fresh Black Tea Instant Perfecting Mask. This was ridiculously expensive. I want to say it was like $80, but I really like the smell of it, and I love the way my skin feels after I use this stuff. I originally got a sample of this and I fell in love with it, and so I asked for it for like my birthday one year, and I obviously got it because it's in my possession, and it's just, oh, it's so nice. And this also too is super cooling, so if my skin's ever really irritated, it just feels so nice. And sometimes I'll actually just sleep in this. I know it's only like a 15-minute mask. Yeah, sorry, 5 to 10 minutes and rinse. Use 2 to 3 times a week. I don't use it that often. I only use it when I really need it because I want to like save it because it's so expensive and it's like gold to me. But it's just the most luxurious feeling ever, and I really like that mask. The last stuff I'm going to talk about is just like my other section, I would call it. This is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I use this at night at the end of my skincare routine. I'll put this on last after I moisturize with my balm. It's like this light green color, and it is super, super creamy. So if you have dry under eyes, I would so recommend this. It comes in a couple sizes. This is the 0.5 ounce one, but it's lasted me forever. You really don't need a lot at all, so this will probably last me at least like 4 more months. And then I have this Microdermabration. It's in a little travel container because this is all I have. It's by the brand Bliss, and it's a Microdermabration thing. I don't know what it's called. I'll put a link it down below if I can find it. And this is just really good for exfoliating. I also use this in the shower. And it's super, super like minty and cooling. So it's good for like the morning time. If you're really feeling tired and you need to like feel more awake and your skin's looking dull, just like pop this on, scrub it all over. It's very, very fine, like grainy sand feeling, but it's not like, there's no like chunks in it like you would with like a normal exfoliator like stuff. This is Microdermabrasion for sure. and it just feels really, really nice. And after I rinse it off, my skin feels like really cool and like tingly almost, and I just like it. It makes me feel awake, and it does actually really a good job of getting off any dead skin and stuff like that. And the last product is the Dermalogica Ultracalming Mist. I love this stuff. One of my biggest problems with my acne is if I see a pimple, I have a really hard time not picking at it. Like, I know it's the worst, and I've gotten a lot better with it, but sometimes I get a little pick happy and my skin gets super red and irritated, and this is my savior when that happens. It's just a mist, and it kind of calms that redness down, and it feels really nice because mists are the freaking best. They feel so, so nice. And I just love it. It's like kind of been my go-to for the last like couple of years since I've discovered it, and it just helps with calming your skin and helping with the sensitivity and redness, and it's just really great. And I kind of want to use it right now. I know I have makeup on, but it doesn't really matter. So that is it. So many products. I know I'm like a hoarder. I don't use them all every day, obviously, and I kind of try to keep a regular skincare routine so that way my skin doesn't freak out if I like change up the products too often. So if you guys would like to see like my actual skincare routine, let me know in the comments. Like, should I do a morning/night one? Like, do both in one video? Do solely a morning routine? Do solely a night routine? I have no idea. Let me know in the comments, and I will do that. Just let me know what you would like to see. If there's any other requests, always leave them below. I always read the comments, and I will always take into consideration your requests. But yes, I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!